Stop by to interact with the community and I every Friday night at 8 o'clock for live stream Fridays.
Welcome, trolls. First sees all.
Hi everyone, Bruce Swartz here. Thanks so much for stopping by. You're looking at a mass driver. It's a conceptual illustration that was made by NASA many years ago, and you could obviously see solar panels on the ground, lights for vehicles to get around. You know, they're using the craters, and they're also lining up objects around the craters. I mean, it just looks like the surface of the moon, right? I just find it intriguing how they always all of NASA's conceptual designs and illustrations, they're exactly how the alien bases are made up on the moon. So now, is this illustration, has it already been built and that's what we're looking at? Or is it an actual alien species that's on the moon? That we may never know it. And for now, for me, I'm not even interested in that. I'm just so interested with how NASA wants to go to the moon and what they want to do up there. This would also and could also be used on Earth. If it was to be used in space, the end of this launch pad, you would see it lift up, raise up a little bit, because we do see lines on the surface that could be this long. You know, well, hey, look, just the one I showed yesterday. Obviously, you know, it's true. Seriously, these, you know, whatever it may be, it's a long line. If it's a launch, a mass driver, for example, we'd never know it because it'd probably come out in the end of the clouds there and we wouldn't see them. A mass driver could also be used not to produce any Gs or low Gs, so that passengers could actually travel. And because this is basically designed for cargo. What's this? An inflated modular, I believe is what they call it. So I'm showing this because could you imagine trying to find this on the surface of the moon, on top of a white surface? That's impossible. So now we have something that we can't deny. Not even the trolls, and not even the ones that are actually disbelievers. Not even the biggest, most faithful religious people can say anything against this. This is an inversion. You see how easily we can see the structures? And do you see how they stick out and they're out of place? With the inversion, it really helps for many things, and this is one of the things it really helps with, showing us what sticks out like a sore thumb. These objects are absolutely massive, and look over here, what do you think of that? A tunnelization system. You're going to say, where are you seeing the tunnelization system? Pause it. It ain't that hard to see in the dead center. 3 tunnels going off in every direction. So we know proof that there are definite corridors or tunnels, and this is why I call them corridors, because they're just straight paths that weave off at 90 degrees at times in some places. Notice how the construction is stocky. Inside of the craters, they're on the surface, they're massive, they're long, they're wide, and they don't look like they have too many cornered edges. This is going to be an amazing video. Copernicus Crater, look at the ridge, look at it. Look how high that crater is as compared to those buildings down there. So there's different ridges and ledges, and those buildings just have a small cover of smoke over top of them. What do you think of this? Massive bridge structure with massive feet holding them. If you look carefully, you can see them on each of the ridges and ledges there as it's crossing over. There it is. To that building over to the right. We'll go see the building over or structuring or machine over on the right. It's right there on the surface of the moon. You're not going to tell me there's no connections, and 90-degree angles too. And I'm showing them intensely all over the internet on YouTube, and it's not doing anything. So if you guys want to get an idea, there it is. Looks like a dam, guys. Definitely. There's something that was constructed. There it is. What do you think of that? Look at the line going down the bottom. Totally constructed, not hidden, in plain view of everyone. It's not that they're hidden, it's that they're not being seen. That's the thing. It's not necessarily only a camouflage. Yeah, you bet there is a camouflage. They have it running over the surface so that we can see what's down there, guys. It's inhabited, okay? Look at the road-like objects down there. Let's look at this in really good detail. So you guys want to know where this is? The coordinates? Copernicus Crater is right on top there. And look at the cement, guys. Listen, it's all paved down there in most of the places. Look at it. Ridges. I'm not going to go as far as saying that that's grass or trees, but it's something constructed. It's an area, perfect edge and curve there going around. What is this? Bridge-like object. Watch this. I'll get an arrow up. We're in the same place here, guys. Check it out. Hard to see, yeah, but still there. And it goes all the way to there. Well, that is constructed entirely. The whole bloody surface is constructed like that and has all these objects going to and from other objects. Some are going in the ground. Let's look at this one. We're still in the same place here, by the way. We're just on the other edge of the ridge. You're going to tell me that's not a landing strip? Not this. This is a tunnel going in the ground. But the other one down there and stuff, come on. It's all right there. Tunnel structures, entering the ground, cutouts, symmetry. There's smaller objects on the surface that are lined side by side. It has to be vehicles, something. I mean, no, it's making sense. And it's all with straight up footage because this is no filtering and I love showing it without filtering. It gets a lot of people mad. I'm not talking about my community. I'm talking about the world in general. And it's time for us to wake up and stop being childish and to realize there is something on the moon. This footage can get out to the whole world, but we're going to have to share it because it's not going to go through the government, that's for sure. It's my belief that what I'm capturing on the surface of the moon is legitimate. I'm allowed sharing my beliefs, and it's not harming or affecting the beliefs of the others. I'm not thrashing any association, and that's why I believe they're going to keep me up here, and I'm going to keep showing this. Copernicus Crater, guys. That's what you're looking at. Look at the tunnelization. I'm running through this video, by the way, okay? UFO right here. Let's see what it does. Have you ever seen a UFO expanding and freaking contracting? That is a slow motion view of a UFO or two UFOs, or possibly a UFO and a shadow on the ground. This object is contracting, dilating. It looks like an eye, okay? Or a jellyfish. It's opening and closing. And when it does, it propulses itself forward. I'm not lying about this, and there's other objects that are doing it too. I'm running through this video because I could have lingered on this and these scenes for hours. Let's rush through it. I want to show you as much as I can. UFO spraying on the surface. Yeah, I'm going to show it in a way that's going to really bother some of the ones that aren't believing me, because you guys are going to believe it. I'm going to make you guys and girls believe it, the ones that don't, because this is raw, straight up footage. There it is, spraying. So then you can say, well, you know, there's no arrows. All I'm seeing is spots and spit on the screen. Okay, well, if your spit lights up and throws out bombs, lucky you. I don't have spit that lights up and throws bombs. Okay, that's for sure. Let's see it here. There it is, spraying. That's right. We're going to go see it with detail and arrows in front of it. We're not done. I'm going to show it to you here inverted. That's all I'm doing to show you the surface. This is right on Copernicus Crater, by the way, guys. Right to the left there, that white area coming up. There we go. Wow. What do you think of that? You saw it. It sprayed something. You didn't see it? Well, look at it again. Even slower. Look at that. One of the spots there, clouds. Aligned up with the ridge. Now he starts spraying. He waits to get right by the ridge and sprays. We'll see it here. There he's spraying all along some ridge here in the darkness because there's obviously something to hide down there. This thing is spraying on the surface, okay? I didn't only find a UFO. I didn't only find one alone. There's more of them. And it's a cloud and there's lights lighting up in it. It looks like a storm. But storms don't spray clouds like that, okay? It's exhausting something at the back. And it's going pretty fast. And there's lights coming out of this UFO that's spraying on the surface. So what would I put as a title for this video, right? Clickbait, you say? Some people are saying I'm over-exaggerating about my findings. And you guys know, the ones here, there's no exaggeration. This is like an alarm should be sounded, okay? Because all this is on the surface, and NASA and everyone else says they're going up there, okay? And I want the world to see this before they supposedly go up there. Because it's up there. It's not NASA going up there to build. It's already built. If NASA's the one that's up there building, they would have done it a hell of a long time ago. Are they human? Are they alien? We linger, we linger. Listen, I'll tell you what. The structures that are there have been built thousands of years ago. You know why? And you know how I know? Because of the quantity of structures that are there. Unless they're building with paste, I think it took a little bit more than a year to build what's on the surface of the moon. Very complex. And we're not seeing half of it because people aren't seeing under those that veil. Why are you yelling, Bruce? So check this out, guys. I'm so into it, eh? What do you think of that? Beautiful, large object. Copernicus is on top, guys. That's what you see there, the ridge there. And we're going to look at it in slow motion. It's a large object. Very high off the surface. But do you see the fact that it has the same color or reflectivity, not color, reflectivity as the surface? Our eyes rule it out as being just a bump on the surface. But in reality, if you look at the detail here, there's lots. And here's an even higher object, less long, very high up off the surface. Where the dark is just at the end of the object. So, you know, it's a real simple setup when you think of it. Watch this. Underneath, thousands of feet, everywhere on the moon, have these massive long objects. I don't know if it's electrical connection, power source connection, if there's a substance or liquid going through it, if it's like the CERN or the Hadron Collider. We have no idea. It could be spaceship parts because people say that the moon could be a spaceship, which I appreciate and I don't rule out. Absolutely not, because damn it, really does look like a spaceship. And why do I say that? Simple. There's a framing on the surface of the moon, an entire framing. Like, I don't know. I imagine these people, okay, framing the entire moon and then section by section putting these big platforms and bringing Earth there and building a literal planet. I'm telling you, this looks prefabricated. Everything on it looks prefabricated. I wrote in a comment a couple hours ago, why don't you let people make their own decisions about what's up there? Guys, I'm posting raw truth. You guys can do what you want with it. I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs. All of the different belief systems here on Earth will not change what's up there. Whatever's up there is up there, whatever it may be. Isn't this one intriguing? What the heck is it? I thought it was a cloud at one point. So isn't it incredible finding different types of objects? And now listen, some of these look like they're alive. You can't say the opposite. Some of the videos I've caught objects that look like creatures. You know, I was thinking of that the other day. Bob Lazar, he told people that in a certain bunker there were UFOs. Look at the bridge here, guys. Smack down the center. Geometrical shapes again, black like sinus iridium, as we see here. Symmetrical geometrical shapes, corners and eggs, 90-degree angles. Here's a square covers. We see often these like covering like objects. But yeah, Bob Lazar, his story didn't get out and everyone believed him, but it didn't go through the government or the media. So I don't see why these findings will either. So that's why we'll probably get a chance all our lives to see it. Did you see what just happened? A flash of light? Well, what's this on the left? Wait for it. Ooh, scary, right? So 3 lights light up, but ooh, did you see what happened? Not just 3 lights. They lit up. They went off simultaneously. We're talking about 10 kilometers apart. These objects were, these lights, and we'll see it here in close-up detail. We inverted it now, simply. So instead of seeing a white flash, we'll see a dark flash. You'll see the triangle better there. And what I mean by triangle, see them? 1, 2, and 3, right on the surface of the moon. And so my answer to those who say, why am I not seeing this? This is Copernicus Crater. When have you showed or taken the time to look at it this slow? Extremely slowed down and close up to see what is going on. It's like anything. I don't know how many times I said it. Those of you who know about plants, when there's an infection on your plant or these little bugs or mites, whatever, that are on it, you can't see them unless you really look with a magnifying lens. Well, it's exactly what I'm doing because these objects are there and they're not going to be seen easily. Look at how this bridge with no filters on this photo, straight up shot, is connected to this massive structure that I would go as far as saying looks like some type of building, filtration system, prison, I don't know, school. You know, wow, okay? And it's beyond just a little finding. It's something extraordinarily huge as a finding, and yet still people are like, well, I don't know. It's all, it's proof. I know you guys know it, but I guess also somewhere maybe the world isn't interested in knowing what's up there, but if they found out what was up there, they probably would be interested. This is live and in slow motion. Check it out. This bridge, these connections are where the bridge is connected to in a straight line. As we're going across, attention, we see at the back of the structure other lines leaving off. So now the same photo, but in the center now, the line is here going to this massive structure. But look what is right there. It's an energy source. This is live. Let's go see that close up. It's an oscillating fire source, energy source on the surface. The tunnel, 90 degrees here, veers off and goes all the way downwards this way, all the way to here. And another different reflectivity. It's all caused for us, it's all deliberate for us, most likely not to be able to see the surface, but look what I'm showing you. You can see it really well, that the surface is completely constructed. Some of these look like biological creatures. I have caught different types of UFOs. Look at them, the beautiful yellowish glow coming from a ghostly-like object anomaly on the surface.